Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to the Happiness Project Day 6. I am recording it at 3 in the morning, so it's a little bit later than usual, and I'm feeling a little bit sick. I had too many donuts. I had 3 donuts, and I had green tea in between, and it was just, I should not have mixed all of that, and I feel really sickish. But I just breathe deeply and I stretch. And I don't know if this is a good idea, but I'm having this too. Cause my mom always said, like, if you're nauseous, you should drink Coke. But I don't have Coke. The only drink I have is this dry lemon, which is 6% lemon juice. And lemon is good for when something's too sweet. Because that's why I had green tea, because the donuts were too sweet and it started and too oily and and that's why I had green tea, but then it didn't work, and now I'm having this and I'm hoping it works. But anyway, just wanted to give you a heads up. But I have a suspicion that I'm also feeling a little bit blue because I haven't been breathing very deeply for the whole day, I think. Have you guys ever heard about tapping? I think it's similar to, like, you know those needle things? Needle, what do you call that? When it's like needle therapy? I don't know. Needle therapy. We'll get started in a second. I'm sorry. Needle therapy. What is it? Dry needling. Is it that? But there's a name for it. Acupuncture. I was thinking of acupuncture. It looks like dry needling is something different from acupuncture. But yeah, I was thinking of acupuncture. And I think it has a similar kind of like methodology behind it or belief behind it, but yeah, tapping is something really cool. I haven't really had a lot to do with it. I bought a book on it once, and I tried it for a while, but it was a really busy time in my life, so I don't remember what did I think about it even. I just remember it existing, and I think it's kind of like, you know, taking deep breaths calms you down. I'm not sure if it does anything specific. It's like basically tapping on specific points in your body. Like, and then it kind of, you feel kind of crazy when you do it, but I think it's kind of like a good type of meditation thing, or I don't know. But I would like to try it again one day, but not that day is not today. Today we are doing. First, I'll be reading some of my thank yous from yesterday's list. Sorry, I'm trying to breathe deeply. Then I'll read day 6's chapter thingy, which is Works Like Magic, which is over here. And then we'll do Best Thing About Today. And yeah, that's it. That's the plan. Okay, my blessing list or thank you list from yesterday. Number 3, I'm thankful for the awesome time I had watching episode 24 of season 2 of Haikyuu. I had so much fun. Number 5, I am very thankful for the relaxing bath I had and for the clean running water I could use to fill the bath. Number 6, I am thankful for delicious clean drinking water. It tastes so good and it's very good for my body and for my skin. Number 7, thank you for the face mask I could put on my skin because it made my face feel so refreshed. Number 9, thank you so much for the humidifier I received as a gift this year. It smells really nice and the sound is very soothing. I use it literally every night. I'm not sure if it does anything to the air, but it smells nice, and like I said, the sound is very soothing, so I love that humidifier. And then number 10, thank you for the food I had today. my wrap, coffee, ice cream, and green tea. It was delicious. Okay, now let's read day 6, works like magic. A quote from Tom Robbins, writer. If you take any activity, any art, any discipline, any skill, take it and push it as far as it will go. Push it beyond where it has ever been before. Push it to the wildest edges of edges. Then you force it into the realm of magic. Ooh, I really like that. I'm going to read it again. If you take any activity, any art, any discipline, and any skill, take it and push it as far as it will go. Push it beyond where it has ever been before. Push it to the wildest edges of edges. Then you force it into the realm of magic. How can it be that a person who is born into total poverty, starts out with nothing and has very little education, goes on to become a president or a celebrity, or builds an empire and becomes one of the wealthiest people in the world? And how is it that two people can start out in the same career and yet one person's career goes from success to even greater success, while the other person works himself or herself into the ground with little success, no matter how hard they try? The missing link to success is gratitude, because according to the law of attraction, you have to be grateful for what you have to attract success to you. So without gratitude, it's impossible to have permanent success. To bring success or increase the good things in your job or work, like opportunities, promotions, money, brilliant ideas, inspirations, and appreciation, it is essential to be grateful for your job or work. The more gratitude you have, the more you will have to be grateful for. And you should be getting the idea by now that to increase anything in your life, you have to be grateful for what you already have. When I read this part about how can it be that a person who is born into total poverty, starts out with nothing and has very little education, goes on to become a president or a celebrity? When I read that, I thought of bad things and good things happen to bad people, happen to good people. Sometimes good people are successful, sometimes bad people are successful. It's like there's no God, and from my perspective, there's no God that says, oh, you're successful because this, or you're not successful because this. I think being grateful is usually attributed to good people, right? Good people are grateful, but that's not always true. Sometimes good people live with, or being good or bad, it's such a complex thing anyway. No one is entirely good or entirely bad. People, bad people have done good things, good people have done bad things. People do good or bad things to different extents. But what I'm trying to say is that the universe doesn't judge us like that. It doesn't say, okay, you're poor or you're rich or you're good or you're bad. I truly believe that more of something flows to people regardless of whether they're good or bad or poor or rich or whatever. More of something flows to someone because they're grateful for it, or that's where their energy is, that's where their focus is on. Some people might not actively say thank you for X, and other people may say it but they may not mean it. Like a poor family saying thank you for the little that we have, because then they're not truly grateful. They're just focusing on the little. We have little. That's where their energy is. We have little, and they'll never have more that way. It's a little bit complicated to discuss in a short video, but I'm just trying to say that that's why bad people that seem bad to us sometimes are super rich, because money doesn't judge us based on whether we're good or bad. Money just flows to where it's appreciated, if that makes sense. This quote that has been part of this book: whoever has gratitude for their work or whatever will be given more, and he or she will have an abundance. Whoever does not have gratitude for their work, even what he or she has, will be taken from him or her. When you are grateful for your job, you will automatically give more to your work. Let's try that again. When you are grateful for your job, you will automatically give more to your work. And when you give more to your work, you will increase the money and success that is returned to you. If you are not grateful for your job, you will automatically give less. When you give less, you decrease what comes back to you. And as a result, you will never be happy in your work. You will never give more than you have to, and your job or work will stagnate and eventually deteriorate, which could mean losing your job. Remember, for those who do not have gratitude, even what they have will be taken from them. The amount you give in gratitude is exactly proportional to the amount you receive in return. You control the amount you receive by the amount of gratitude you give. If you are a business owner, your business's value will increase or decrease according to your gratitude. The more grateful you are for your business, your customers, and your employees, the more the business will grow and increase. It is when business owners stop being grateful and replace gratitude with worry that their business spirals downwards. And this is really important for someone like me that essentially works for myself. My channel is registered as a business, or actually I just have a registered business, and everything that I earn from my channel is earned in the business's name so that I can pay taxes properly and everything. And just for fun, the business is registered as Design Life. And I decided on that name because I was busy designing my dream life. And that's why I ended up registering my business name as Design Life. And everything that I do and everything that earns money is under that business. So Animaechan, for example, which is pretty much the only, well, the YouTube earns like $200 to $300, and then Patreon, that's also another income stream for me. I'm dreaming of hopefully selling more on the anime shop. But yeah, so this is a really important chapter for me. If you're a parent and your work is taking care of your children and managing your home, look for the things to be grateful for at this time in your life. It is often a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and when you can be grateful for this time, you will attract more support, more help, more beautiful moments, and more happiness to the experience. You should love your job, whatever it is, and be excited about going to work, and you shouldn't settle for anything less. If you don't feel that way about your current job, or if it's not your dream job, the way to receive your dream job is by first being grateful for the job that you have. Today, imagine that you have an invisible manager whose job it is to keep a record of the thoughts and feelings you have about your job. Imagine that your manager will follow you wherever you go today, poised with pen and notebook in hand. Every time you find something about your job to be grateful for, your manager will make a note of it. Your job is to find as many things as you can to be grateful for, so at the end of the day, your manager has a long list of all your gratitude. The longer the list is, the more magic your invisible manager can bring to your money, work, success, opportunities, and enjoyment, and fulfillment. Think about all the things you could be grateful for in your work. To begin with, think about the fact that you actually have a job. Think about how many people are unemployed, who would give anything to have a job. Think about the time-saving equipment you use, such as phones, printers, the internet, and computers. Think about the people you work with and the friendships you have with them. Think about the people who make your job easier, such as receptionists, assistants, janitors, and delivery people. Think about how good it feels when you receive your paycheck, and think about the favorite aspect of your job that you love doing. I went to dinner tonight with my dad, and he told me like a bunch of, I don't know why older people, they just always, the only thing we talked about at dinner pretty much was scary stories about stuff that's happening in South Africa. And like, I mean, not talking about those things doesn't mean those things will stop happening. Like, they'll still be happening there, but that's the only thing we talked about. Like, we hardly ever have conversations and stuff. We had this one dinner, and that whole dinner was filled with stories about the bad things that happen to people in South Africa, and like, look at this video of this person getting mugged, and look at this video of this person getting shot, and well, one of the stories that he told me was about this place, RBM, that works with sand and minerals and things, and one of his friends has a job there, and the place is closed down for a period of time because of strikes and stuff, and the people who work there are being assaulted and stuff by the community who lives there, who's unhappy with, because the plant or whatever has to work with the community, and they have meetings and stuff talking about how things work, and if they don't like how things work, then they need to come to an agreement. But if the plant doesn't do what they want, then they end up attacking the employees, and now a lot of the employees have to be like chauffeured to work, like they have to be protected, and it's just really scary because so many people up to now have gotten hurt. And yeah, I'm just really grateful that I work in my own home. I just feel super happy and thankful for that, because I don't have to be scared to even go to work, you know? I just wake up and I'm at work. Have your invisible manager make a note each time you find something you're grateful for by saying, I'm so grateful for what? And this is obviously specifically to do with your work. The more deeply your manager can see you're feeling gratitude, the sooner your manager can start to make the magic happen in your work, and the more magic will be created. It is possible that you could generate so much gratitude for your work in one day that you would see the circumstances instantly improve. Lucky breaks don't happen by accident. They are simply gratitude's magical power at work. If this works like magic practice falls on a weekend or when you're not at work, move on to the next day's practice or practices, and then go back and use this magical practice on the first day you're back at work. I know it's December, so a lot of people might have off from work. So maybe just take 10 minutes or 20 minutes after this video and write down the things about your work that you like and enjoy, and what you look forward to when you go back to work. Okay, try and do your 10 things list. Maybe make that about your job for today. Okay, magic practice number 6, and this I will be putting in the description of the video. Works like magic. Repeat steps 1 to 3 of magic practice number 1. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you're grateful. Reread your list. Say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel gratitude for each one. While at work today, imagine you have an invisible manager follow you around, taking notes every time you find something to be grateful for. I will do this tomorrow. Your job today is to look for as many things as you can to be grateful for. Have your manager make a note each time you find something you're grateful for by saying, I'm so grateful for what? And feel as grateful as you can. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the words, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. Okay, so before I think about the best thing that happened today, I'm going to write 5 things about my job that I'm grateful for. Or maybe I don't have to write it. Maybe I can just say it. Writing feels so much better. Okay, let's write 5 things about my job that I'm grateful for. Okay, I am grateful that I get to watch anime every single day for a living. Like, watching 4 episodes of anime is my job every day. Like, it's all part of my job, right? I'm grateful that I get to watch anime every single day as part of my job. Okay. I am grateful that I can edit the videos at home. So the biggest part of my job, what takes up the most time every day, is editing. And I'm just very grateful that I can do that from home. So I am grateful that I get to do all of my work from home. Okay. 3, I'm grateful that doing what I do exposes me to like people from all around the world, and I get to learn about different languages, how to say certain things in different languages. I get to just be in contact with people from all around the world, and through the Discord, for example, I get to make friends with people from all around the world thanks to my job. So I am very thankful that because of what I do, I make friends with people from all around the world. And I think Japan is my most viewed. Like, most of my views come from Japan and in the US. But on Patreon, I have friends from Canada and England and Brazil and places I probably don't even know about. So that's pretty amazing that I get to make friends with people from all around the world thanks to my job. Okay, here's something I'm super grateful for. I am very, very grateful that my income is not dependent on anyone else, anyone in South Africa. I earn money in dollars, and I earn money from people, from different people. So it's such a scary thing for me to have someone else responsible for my income, because about a year or two ago, before I started YouTube, I was working for this guy, and he went bankrupt. His whole thing went bankrupt, and for 2 months he kept promising me that he'll pay my salary, and he just never did, and I ended up having to borrow so much money just to pay rent and get food and stuff. He kept promising me it's coming, but it's going through a rough patch, and I kept believing him. And it was a very scary experience. But now, like, I have 1,500 patrons, and some of them pay $3, and some of them pay $1, and some of them pay $100. And if one of them stops paying, I won't be destitute like I was back then. So I'm just really thankful that I'm responsible for like my own pay, and that 1,500 different people pay me from $1 to $100. So if something happens, like, I won't be, I don't know, I already said destitute, I won't, you know what I mean. Don't have enough words here. But I'm just really grateful that, I don't know, that no one in South Africa has to pay me, because South Africa's minimum wage is like, what is South Africa's minimum wage? South Africa minimum wage. $1.58. South Africa's parliament passed a minimum wage bill by a large majority on Tuesday, meaning that millions of workers will now earn 20 Rand, $1.58 per hour. This is equivalent to 3,500 Rand, $277 per month. So that is the minimum wage, and that is about how much I earned as a hairdresser on a bad month. On a good month, it would be like almost triple that on a good month, and on a bad month, that was minimum wage. That was what I was paid, and just I'm very, very, very thankful that I'm responsible for my own work. Like, if I do more, I earn more. If I do less, I earn less, and it comes down to me. I don't have to, there's no one person that's responsible for, except me, and I love that sense of responsibility. Okay, so I am very grateful that, I earn money in dollars, money in dollars, and that I am responsible for how much I earn. Okay, like I said, if I put in more work, I can earn more. No one else, I don't have to worry about anyone else doing the work, because I don't do it all by myself. Hanku helps me a lot. He edits some things, he does the business side of things, so I can do more. I can put up more videos, I can edit longer hours, because Hanku's there to take care of the business end of things, paying fucking taxes and shit. I don't know how to do that. So yeah. Thank you, that Hanku. I am very grateful that I get to work with my boyfriend, and he does all the things that I can't, which frees up more time for me to focus on editing videos and replying to comments. So there really is so much I'm grateful for with my job. Honestly, I cannot imagine ever doing anything different again. I have a lot more that I want to do, and everything that I'm doing now is going to serve as the foundation for that, and I want to build on top of that. I don't want to stagnate. I do have a lot of ideas for, growing the channel, making better content, fostering better relationships with the people I have up to now. I do have so many ideas, and I'm just grateful that I have the opportunity to do that. Like, wow. It's some days I can't believe it. I'm like, wow, I really get to do this every day. I really get to make videos and talk about anime, and like replying to comments is part of my job. Being on Discord is part of my job, and I know that sometimes it comes with its drawbacks too, like the negative side, because for every positive comment there's a negative comment, and well, not every single positive comment has a negative comment, but you know what I mean. And sometimes the negative comments end up weighing more, especially on your down days, because we all have that. We don't doing these gratitude practices and everything and being grateful doesn't mean that we can't have those down days, doesn't mean that we can't feel discouraged and things, but this is supposed to make those days easier and help us to get through them. It doesn't deny the fact that the negativity exists. It doesn't deny the fact that we do sometimes feel sad and hurt and depressed, but these are like, on the days that we're drowning, these are our floaties. I don't know how else to describe that, but I just wanted to make sure you guys know that doing these gratitude practices doesn't mean that there aren't days that we will feel discouraged and stuff. But anyway, so what I was saying about my job, it does come with its drawbacks, and like trying to, when you work from home, balancing work and like there's no how most people go to work in the morning, they're there, and then they go home, and then they're home. For me, it is, I wake up, I start editing, I'm replying to comments, I edit, I record, I reply to more comments, I go to sleep. Like, it's all in one day. I'm always at work. So that is, it can be a drawback, but then you just change the way you look at it. I'm always at work. That's amazing. I am never going to be late. I control, like, if I want to have a cup of coffee now, I'm going to go have a cup of coffee now. If I don't feel like working today, like, you guys don't understand. That's another thing I'm super grateful for. And sorry, this is going to be maybe too much information for you. But every other month, I get really bad stomach cramps. And I am so thankful that on those days, if I don't want to get out of bed, I don't have to get out of bed. I don't think in the last year that I've been doing YouTube, I've only ever had one day where my stomach cramps were so bad that I couldn't get out of bed, and I really didn't want to do any videos or anything that day. But even then I could respond to comments. Even then, if I had Discord back then, but I don't think I did back then, I could talk on Discord. I can do everything from home, from bed. But even though I've only ever needed to not record because of stomach cramps once, if it were to get bad again and that bad, I don't have to ask someone for a day off. I can just take the day off, you know? And I don't take the day off often, but I just knowing that you can, it's just such an amazing feeling. And like today, I didn't edit, and because I had a lot of other things I wanted to do, and I wanted to go out with my dad and Honku for dinner, and I didn't have to ask my boss. I just did it. Obviously let people know on Discord, but no one was going to tell me no, you know? So I really am very, very grateful for everything that is my job, and I hope that some of you will, maybe if you're not feeling that positive about your job right now, I hope that doing this will make you feel excited about it. And yeah, like the book said, if you can feel magic, just being grateful for the job you have now doesn't mean you won't get, it doesn't mean you have to settle for it. Because you may have another job that you want to do. You may not even know, you may know, like, what I'm doing now is not my dream job, but I don't even know what my dream job is. I promise you that will come to you. It will come to you in the most natural way. If you're just grateful for your job now, everything, like, as much as you can about it, just be grateful for it. Doors will open for you to different paths. If you just foster gratitude now, like, oh no, I can't talk about all of this, but there's so much that I want to say, but it all has to do with this different book that I read. And maybe one day when we finish this, if there are some of you that are interested, I could do some other, like, maybe from a Monday to Thursdays, every day I could do like like books like this. We could read them together or something like that. I would love to do that, but that's not a discussion for another day. Now let's quickly do the best thing about today. I'm just gonna choose one thing, and I already know what it is. Well, actually I don't. I thought I did, but now I'm not so sure. No, I do. The best thing about today is these 3 One Piece episodes that I watched. I enjoyed them so much. The story was so brilliant, and I'm just so amazed by Oda's talents, his story writing talents. I love that it's such a real, like the story that it dealt with, it's so real, and there's so much we can learn from that. And I really enjoyed seeing it come to life in anime form, and I'm just very, very thankful that Oda exists and he's able to write these stories, and I'm able to watch them and enjoy them and learn from them and talk about them. And yeah, I really, really enjoyed that, and it was definitely the best thing about today. Also, I enjoyed that mojito I had earlier when I was at dinner with my dad and Honku. Okay, so thank you so much to every single person who has been watching these videos. I hope you've been enjoying them. I've obviously been enjoying making them. And yeah, we're on day 6. So we have, how many days left? Like 22 or something? Yeah, I think 22. So we still have a long way to go, and it's already been great. I already feel like compared to how I felt about a little over a week ago, I feel really great, except for the fact that I'm a little bit nauseous from all the donuts. But other than that, like, I've been able to deal with negativity a lot better because I feel so good. So it's kind of like water off a duck's back, where I used to be like a sponge, and whether it was positive or negative, if it got on me, I soaked it in. I feel like I'm much more like a duck now, and negativity is like water, and it just rolls off my back better than it used to. Okay, thank you guys so much. I will see you tomorrow for the next video. Bye.